Hi guys, Amy here. I'm going to do a quick little video tutorial for you on your fall leaves, which is your September swag. Nice, pretty foliage, great for fall, quick, easy design. And in your swag, you should get your black stick-it, which is a really dark, really opaque black stick-it. So this is going to make all of your like metallic and your colored foils pop really, really well. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways to use that. And then you had your ghost pattern, which is the leaves that we're going to be using, which looks like so. And then you have your new black tie gel brush, which is perfect for the black stick-it. It's nice and short and small, and it's synthetic, so it's super, super easy to keep clean. And it has crystals in it. Hello, it's adorable. All right, so to get started, I already prepped these with 3 different colors. So just to let you guys know what I used, this one is Super Polish Vamp. This is just a regular black. And then we have I believe this is Pumpkin. So a nice orange, a nice deep red, and a black color. And of course you can use this and do this technique over any gel polish. It doesn't matter. I did my 2 coats, I cured, and then I took off the sticky layer. So to get started, and this is the design. So I'm going to show you that first before we do something a little different. We've got our orange color. Like I said, I took off the sticky layer. We are just going to cut one of the ghost patterns. And because we're using this wet instead of dry, like usually we brush our chrome into our ghost patterns, but since we're using this wet, you're only going to get 1 use out of it. So we've got our ghost pattern. We're going to just peel that off the backing, which sometimes is the most challenging part of this design. Kid you not. Okay. So now we've got our sticker. And we're going to take the tip. We are not going to stick this to ourselves here. And you're just going to place it on right where you want it. And then you're just going to press. Now you can just use your finger, because before when we were using these, we didn't want to touch it because it was a nice base for chrome. But since we're not using chrome, that doesn't apply. So just go ahead and stick this down. Look at the profile, make sure that you're got everything stuck down really well, nothing kind of poking up, just nice and flat. And then what we're going to do is take our black stick-it, and we're going to get a nice dollop of that, and we're just going to paint this right on here. And I'm going to do the entire nail. You could just pick a few of the designs on there, a few of the leaves or whatever design you're using, but I want the entire nail. So I'm just brushing this on, nice even coat. Gonna go in and grab a little bit more. Gonna get the sides here. Just make sure you're completely covered. And once you've got everything, we're just gonna put our brush down. We're just gonna carefully peel our ghost pattern off. And because these are so sticky and because they're going onto a really porous spot, a really porous surface, I should say, they're gonna be kind of hard to peel off. So just get a good grip on it, go from corner to corner. But because the black stick-it is so dense, it's really not gonna run. You got all the time in the world to peel this off. So just kind of pull. And we're just gonna make sure we get every piece off of there. And now you can see our leaves, right? So we're gonna take this and we're gonna cure this for 30 seconds. So while that's curing, we are gonna cut a few pieces of our foil, and all you need is a small square. We're gonna take some red, and then we'll take some of this holographic orange. And then we'll take a little bit of this gold. And now this is ready for the stick it. It's nice and sticky. We're gonna just take our foils and we're just going to press, and we're gonna give it a few different of the colors, just so it looks like fall leaves that are changing. And that last color that you use, just use a little bit more pressure just to get it everywhere. And look at how pretty that is. So now this is just ready to top coat. I'm gonna, of course, grab Outshine. And I like the Outshine because it's a little bit thicker than most top coats, so it really gives a nice surface and it doesn't show any bumps or anything. We're gonna just put a nice thick coat on there. And then we just go in and cure. So now we're gonna take our black nail, and again, we wiped off our sticky layer of our gel polish. And what we're gonna do is take, okay, so we're gonna take our black nail and we're gonna take some stick it. And I'm just gonna thinly paint this over the whole nail. Nice and thin, you can see the pressure that I'm using. And just give it a minute before you put it in the light to work out any bumps or ridges from your brush. Just let it self-level. And then go ahead and cure that for 30 seconds. Here's our finished leaves. So pretty. Whoa. And for this one, while our other is curing, we're gonna take, again, another ghost pattern. Okay, so we've got our ghost pattern again, and this time, I just want one leaf. So I'm gonna take that one right in the center. I'm gonna put it where I want it on the nail, and then I'm gonna press it down. So I don't really care the way the rest of the ghost pattern looks, as long as my one leaf that I want to use is perfect. And again, these are so sticky, so just try not to stick it to yourself. So now when we put our stick it on, we are going to be just careful that we only get it in this one spot. And if you need to use a smaller brush, that's fine, but we can do it with this one. So now we've just covered that one leaf. And again, we're just gonna take this ghost pattern off. If I can get it off. There we go, so there's our one leaf, you guys can see. So we're gonna cure this for 30 seconds. And this one, the way I peeled it off, because I didn't stick the entire thing to it, this one, you could possibly get a few of these pieces. You can use that again. I would just probably cut out the sticky part, put it on a piece of foam paper, and reuse it. So our black nail, now what we're gonna do is just take a few pieces of foil, and I just kind of crunch it up a little bit, and I'm just gonna touch, just to give it a cool background. And then I'll go in with another color. And this one I'm not gonna crunch up as much, and I'm just gonna touch. And you do this with a few different colors, and it really looks like leaves. Or it gives a great base for you to do some painting on top of. And we'll even take a little bit of copper. And do the same. And it just gives a really pretty backdrop, or for a signature nail, just goes well with the leaf design. And then our last leaf, this was our single. We are gonna do the same thing. We're gonna take a little bit of copper foil, go on one side, and then take our gold foil and go on the other side. And that simple gives you the shape of the leaf. So the ghost patterns are great because they come in all different shapes, and the stick it is great to use with it because it's so thick that when you pull that ghost pattern off, it doesn't skew the design at all. You could still have a nice clean design. So we're gonna top coat these. I'll give you guys a nice good picture of them when they're all finished. We're gonna cure for 60 seconds. And this one just looks like a cluster of leaves on the entire nail. Nice and fall. So there's some great ideas for you to do with your black stick it and your ghost patterns. I hope you guys have fun with this, and make sure you tag us in all of your photos and videos online. And like I say all the time, I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Happy nailing!